And I decided to go to this camp to get more comfortable with the school because I was very nervous.
I wanted to know what grade 7 was like.
I was really worried about locks and just how to get around.
Because I was pretty scared about coming into junior high.
And at first I was doubting myself to going, but then by the end I was sad it was over.
SchoolsPlus has always worked over the summer, but this year was the first summer that we actually had a large number of staff because the CYCPs were a new role in 2018, 2019. So we had 10 additional staff that were available over the summer. We decided to focus our efforts on delivering transition camps.
Basically, transition type camp for kids that were going from either junior high to high school or elementary to junior high.
We worked with the school counselor to sort of identify students who could benefit, who had expressed a little bit of anxiety, or they were just concerned about the peer relationships.
I felt like it was very successful. All of our camps were full. And what we were able to do was put teenage minds at ease by showing them their school, prepping them a little bit for how high school would look, talking to them about time management, life skills, and having just an open dialogue about what they were excited about, but also what they were scared about.
We did some social skills stuff, we did some mindfulness, we did some competitive play, cooperative play.
We had the vice principal and one of the grade 7 teachers come in and actually introduce themselves to the students and answer some of the questions that they had about what grade 7 looks like.
We did a lot of making snacks and making crafts and playing and meeting new people.
We actually went to the beach once. That was amazing, and it just made all of us get closer.
We made stress balls, which I really liked.
I learned how to kind of cope with my stresses.
Just how to deal with the stress of tests and homework.
How to do our locks and how to calm down.
We wrote down a list of what they were worried about, and then we had conversations around okay, well, you're worried about exams. So we talked about accessing the school counselor if you have questions about these things.
Kids did some cooking, kids did a lot of sports. We did some smaller stuff, or what we thought was going to be smaller stuff, like locker competitions to get them used to using locks.
And then on the last day, we did a couple of lock relay activities. So we lined them up and then they had to race to see who could open their combination lock the fastest. And they all said that it was awesome. It was one of their number one stressors.
Some people in my class were struggling with the locks and I could do them. So that was fun.
6 weeks into school, they're articulating exactly the skills and the things that they did at camp that are helping them now that they're in school. So it was really rewarding to hear that feedback too.
They were so appreciative of having the lay of the land before they went on their first day.
I felt better because I knew the kids from camp and some of them were in my class.
Some parents expressed that they were actually feeling more comfortable with their kid transitioning to junior high. Hearing their kid come home and feel more confident actually made the parent feel more confident.
I was still just a little nervous, but more excited, I guess.
I felt more prepared.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.